Grid is clear. Round 3 about to fly. Lights are on.
Go, 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 go.
We're underway. Oh, Saini, a great start. Boy, did he time that to perfection. Kleinubing a little bit slow off the line. And Saini is going to lead him down. But that long run, Cal, right away, Kleinubing tucks in. And even at the green flag, if you will, here, you can still pick up a toe.
You certainly can. Kleinubing looks to the inside. Will he put the pressure on? He said he'd be patient, try and get some laps under his belt. Saini locks up the rear brakes. It looked like Kleinubing took a bit of a tap there. Someone goes around in the middle of the pack.
Martinelli has gone around one of our onboard cars, so he's going to drop to the back. Tough break for Martinelli. Qualified in that 9th spot. He has gathered it up and is back and underway. There is your leader, Saini, then the 2 real-time Acuras, and then Daniels. And it's just a matter of what he can achieve right now. We hop on board Charles Espenlaub, that blue Mazda tri-point entry, as he sits right now in the 4th spot behind those 2 Acura cars from real-time. Hop on board here. This is Pierre Kleinubing's car sitting in the 2nd spot. And there you can see that quickly vanishing blue dot up front is Jason Saini, who has been impressive here. Just absolutely has found the form, and I would think certainly is going to take him just a little bit of time to get acclimated to this type of car, and he struggled early. Meanwhile, hop on board with Espenlaub as he is after the 44. That is Kuno Wittmer now. Kuno had started in 6th, but got a great start and moved up very, very quickly here, and is now in the top 3. Meanwhile, back on board with Espenlaub as he tries once again to get a run out of that last turn and onto this 3,500-foot straight. But once again, Kuno Wittmer just seems to be able to get a leap, and that is so crucial here. On board with the number 42 of P.D. Cunningham, currently sitting in the 5th spot. Espenlaub, that blue Mazda right in front, and he is in a real-time Acura sandwich. On board with the 73 of Charles Espenlaub. We talked about being in an Acura sandwich with those real-time cars in this battle for 3rd. Gentleman who's been in a few of those. Boy, what a run Thomas is putting on.
He really has. Didn't qualify as well as we expected him to, but we've seen the potential of this BMW. It is coming on strong, and I think it's only a matter of time before we see that car back in victory circle. As we look at the battle here, Jeff, I mean, you've certainly done a couple of rounds battling with these real-time boys this season. What are the strengths and weaknesses of the Mazda versus the Acura at this stage of the year?
Well, it looks to me like the typical story. The Acuras with their slightly larger engine, 2.4, seem to have a little bit of torque out of the turns. We seem to have a little more top end. But our big strengths last year were that we just had our handling down. It looks like they've gone back to that for this race. As I said, we were so hooked up here last year. And we've got identical gear ratios. We both all have sequentials now. So the cars are about as equal as they can be, and it's down to setup really for the most part.
Wow, what a battle we have going on here. They keep trading positions. The 2 Acuras have now got in front of Charles Espenlaub, who are on board with, and we saw P.D. Cunningham have a big flick coming through one of those fast corners, really driving on the limit.
Boy, this is some incredibly close racing, and it looks like P.D. now has gone around Espenlaub, and that was on this last lap. So it is now Wittmer and Cunningham, and then Espenlaub and Daniels in the 2 blue Mazdas, and another big moment right there. So as you said, it just shows how on the edge these guys are driving, but that was huge for Cunningham to get around Espenlaub.
It was, and Jim Daniels was very close there to Espenlaub in that final corner, and him having a slight slip. Can Jim make the move down into turn 1?
Well, let's see. You got to be careful when it's your erstwhile team leader you're going after here, and I think he decided the better of it. And of course, Espenlaub is working the points for the entire season, and Daniels coming in a few races in. I think it's a smart move by the young rookie right there, thinking big picture.
It really was, but he's won a lot of races before, and he's up to speed immediately. So the potential of Jim Daniels in one of these Mazdas is immediately being shown.
Now we'll see with P.D. getting around Espenlaub, and oh, now Daniels, they are side by side, heading into the Black Rock hairpin, and he is underneath, but really pounded that curve, Cal.
He did, a nice wide braking there for the Black Rock hairpin. Jim takes it to the inside. Espenlaub comes back. He's going to wash out here, use all of the road. Can Jim cut back to the inside?
And Espenlaub had it covered. There's Kleinubing, 4-time champion, defending series champion, and had that big win at Sebring. Really 20 perfect laps and make it 21 with his qualifying lap. First win for the young rookie, first win of the season for the defending manufacturers Mazda, and first win of the season for the team. Tri-Point, just a great job. Kleinubing in second. Here comes Wittmer and Cunningham. This is it. Kuno Wittmer, remember, got his first win at VIR. So he too came in here with the points lead. Third place points, not going to hurt. Cunningham right behind him. Then Espenlaub and Daniels for the Tri-Point.
Third podium of the season for Kuno Wittmer. He didn't seem to have the pace this weekend of his teammate Pierre Kleinubing, but he's looking at the big picture. No mistakes, another great run for that young man.
That first win for a rookie is always very special, and our winner is with Jamie Howe.
Jason, Saini, you drove away with it for a flawless race, your first win. Did you ever feel pressure throughout this race?
Oh, the whole race. It was like a whole race full of qualifying. I mean, I look back and, you know, I've known Peter for a while, or Pierre for a while. I know how he drives, and I know he wasn't going to let me get away. And every lap I just kept plugging away. The car was awesome. The car stayed the whole time. Tri-Point did a beautiful job. The setup was perfect.
Pierre Kleinubing and Kuno Wittmer, a huge day for Acura in the Manufacturers Championship. But Pierre, this really helps you in your Drivers' Championship as well.
Yeah, after my mistake last race, you know, just trying to catch up to Kuno here. He's pretty fast, so he's going to give me a run for the money all year long. And hopefully I'll fight him all the way through. Got to congratulate Jason for his excellent win. But, you know, real time did the job again. They had awesome cars. They're just a little slow in the straights, but we'll take it. We'll go with Lime Rock. It'll be a good track for us.
All right, and Kuno, a big gap in the points for you. There was a Mazda Acura sandwich throughout the race. How difficult was this?
Well, I mean, real-time racing gave me an awesome car. I mean, right off the start, the car went from 6th to 3rd off the start. So the guys really gave me a really good car the entire race. And it was really tough to hold off Charles because he was really putting a lot of pressure. But I knew which corners where to be really strong, where he was strong. But, you know, Pierre's one hell of a driver, too. And he's going to be fighting with me all season long. I look forward to it.
All right, and these guys kept the cars clean because it is a doubleheader next weekend in Lime Rock.
All right, thanks very much, Jamie. Let's take a look now at the top 5 driver point standings. And obviously, Kuno, ultra consistent. You know, a good finish at Sebring, a win, and now a third here. He's up by 12 over Pierre with the win at Sebring. But the issues at VIR, as he alluded to, P.D. Cunningham, big gap between those first two back to the rest. So this battle is going to be pretty intense. And one of the things we talk about watching Kuno, we saw him in the RSX, and he showed some very good form in that car on occasion. But the TSX is a better car all around. Boy, has he come alive in it.
He has come alive, and he's doing the right things. He's finishing on the podium when he can't win a race like he did at VIR. So these are the things that he's learned from his teammates. He's watched PD and Pierre over the years win championships, and he's trying to follow suit here. He's doing a great job. So certainly this should give great momentum to the Tri-Point boys moving forward for the rest of the season.
There you see some of the celebrations going on the podium. Coming up, Lime Rock, a speed bowl doubleheader at Lime Rock, going to be huge. So make sure you tune in. For Calvin and Jamie, thanks for joining us here in Utah, everybody.